Place value. What is it? Place value helps us understand values or the worth, what something's worth of a different digit inside large numbers. And we're going to use a place value chart to help us read numbers and understand the different values or worth of the different digits inside large numbers. Some terms that might be a review for us are the names of the different place values, which you should have learned before. Hundreds place, thousands place, ones place, tens place, 10,000s place, and we're going to go all the way up to 100,000s place. All of these places mean how much that digit is worth in that place, in that position that it's located. So our place value chart is going to look like this, but it's going to be in a grid, in a table. And in each column, or for underneath each digit, that represents a place. So working over on the right-hand side of a number, the first digit in a right-hand side, not including a decimal or what might be on the other side of a decimal, but the first digit in a whole number is the ones place. The next digit over is the tens place. The next digit is the hundreds. Then we separate that period of numbers by a column. Every three periods, or every three numbers, is a period of numbers. So this is like the ones period. Ones, tens, hundreds. Then we move over into the next period, and we're in the thousands period. Thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s. And if we were to move outside the thousands period of numbers, we would then go into what place value do you think comes after or higher than the 100,000s? Think about it. Yes, the millions place. That would represent the millions place. It is the seventh digit from the first. So in looking at a number, we have this number 526. The value of a digit. The value of 5. What's the value of the 2? What's the value of the 6? The value of each place, this one, tens, ones, hundreds, is 10 times the value of its place to its right. So the value of tens is 10 times 1. The value of hundreds is 10 times 10. And we know that. We know that 10 times 1 is 10. We know that 100 times, 1 times 10 is 10. 10 times 10 is hundreds. 100 times 10 is thousands. 1,000 times 10 is 10,000. So every digit to the right is 10 times the digit before it. So the value of this 5. This 5 means hundreds place. It means 500. So that means 500. The value of this 2. That means 2 tens. So that's 20. And the value of this 6 is in the ones place, so that means 6 ones, which is just 6. The important thing to remember here is the value of each place is 10 times the value of the place to its right. Finding the value of a digit, you'll be asked to look at some numbers and you'll have a digit that's underlined, and they'll ask you to find the value of that digit. In this number here, we have 2,653. Well, the 5 is underlined. Well, what place is the 5 in? It's in the tens place. So that 5 means if I have 5 tens, that worth, the value of that 5 is 50. If I was to tell you, tell me the value of the 5 in 2,653, then you would tell me that the value of that 5 is 50. In this number, 325, the 3, which is underlined, that's the one I'm looking for, is in the hundreds place. So the value of that 3 would be 300s, which is 300. In this number down here, we have 14,782. Well, the 4 is underlined. What place is the 4 in? It's in the thousands place. So if I have 4 thousands, that equals 4,000. So the value of just that 4 is 4,000 by itself. When you're asked to compare values, they're going to ask you to look at an underlying digit in each of the numbers. So here we have 40,000 and 400. Well, even though these are both 4s that are underlined, they're very different. This 4 represents 40,000 and this 4 represents 400. This 4 is 100 times, because I moved over from this place, 1, 2, 400 times this number. This one is much larger than this number, even though we're looking at 4s. They are not the same. You would not tell me that these are equal, because this 4 means 40,000 and this 4 means 400. 40,000 is a lot larger than 400. In these two numbers, we have 7,652, 872. Well, in this number, I have 7s underlined in both, but here the 7 represents 7,000, and in this number, the 7 represents 70 because it's in the tens place. 7 tens is 70. 7,000 is a lot larger than 70. Even though they're both a 7 underlined, I cannot say that they're the same or they equal each other because of the position of that digit in that number. And this last one, I have 12,163 and then I have 12,663. Well, I have different numbers underlined. This is a 1, this is a 6. However, they're in the same place. This 1 is in the hundreds, the 6 is in the hundreds place. But 1 100 equals 100 and 6 100s equals 600. So even though they're in the same position now, this is a lot larger because that 6 means 600 and this only means 100. 600 is bigger than 100. Thank you for watching the video on place value. Have a great night.